I think it's a very, very hard to just with one sentence answer like how to become a superstar. But certainly you need to have a very solid talent. You have to be really good at what you do, and then you have to have the right moment, and then you have to have the right initiatives. You need to know what can you do to make world slightly different. So, in a way, how can you change the world? I really loved it. I mean, I must say that even though I'm in many concert houses around the world, and to have this type of feedback from especially those kids, it's very, very encouraging. Very encouraging. I was deeply touched by them. For example, if we want to make a very beautiful melodic line, you need to think about this kind of flowingness. And now you just go breathe first. It's just like play the water. And if you want like a big sound, first you need to make sure everything needs to be completely released, So say, and if you're trying too hard, then everything is too your nerve take all the strength. Then the sound is become like this, So you have to be just release it. And sometimes you want to have a little bit of a sad sound. You have to kind of hold your finger a bit, kind of making a bit struggling movement. So it will be a little bit like. So normally if you want to just feel your personality or the right temperament, you should just also feel that how your heart feel that. If it's just some sadness, then your heart is more like this, right? And then if you want to be more satisfied, it's more like that. And those feelings actually, if you can put that on your fingers, it normally helps. At least it's the right direction. And especially in Beethoven's music, for example, if you want you to hold for a long note, you really have to hold it, because then it's creating the whole. Yeah, you see, you can really pull it out. I've been very fortunate to find what I love the most and what I'm good at the most from very early. I think that for me, the important thing is to always share what I love the most, which is making music. I think because music changed my life, music made me a much better, meaningful person, a much more interesting person. And I think this is the best gift that I can give back. I've been very fortunate to basically bridging the Chinese, or what do you call it, the Eastern culture. And then by playing classical music, this is the majority of the work is from Europe. And also, in the same time that my parents, particularly my father, was a Chinese folk musician. So in a way that there's two type of roots, the Chinese music and Western classical music, which I start to know when I was 2 years already. So this is like, it's very powerful to grow in me, to have a two world meet in my heart since when I realizing what is the world. To have this special elements in my life between the cultures give me a tremendous support in which my field, what I'm doing, and very fortunately people feel quite comfortable with me as a person because of this special background. Actually, always kind of like the culture ambassador to both worlds. People always ask me about how the Chinese culture, the communication, how does that work, and in the same time also back in China, people ask me how does the European way of thinking about classical music, about the style of living, how. So in a way that I really felt there's a great power and great communication power that I can help between the kind of sometimes what you call the missing stage or missing link, which. I needed to understand more from the both cultures. That's actually the easiest explanation that we can do using music. I mean, if you are, first you said I want to create the elephant, so it's like. This is like you can already picture the elephant. I mean, when my son was 2 years old, I'm practicing this part, and he said elephant. Even he pictured, it's like, and then when you want to talk about aquarium, right, the sea world, like. This piece tells you everything in the music, even without you're talking about what it is, you kind of guess what it is. And then the swan. So this is in a way that you can't find a better tool to teach kid how music relate to animals. I kind of know what kid, especially today, and also some adult who never experienced this art, in which method, in which ways that will bring classical music. And so far we've been quite successful with myself and also with the work my foundation does, which is to bring music class to be part of the curriculum of the school system. So we currently have 200 schools in the world. We have more than 100 in China, about 100 in the USA, and we're currently starting to work in Europe, to UK. We'd like to do more in Germany. One day I can produce or compose some music, it will be really good, because it's really feels quite different if somebody is playing your music after 100 years in this incredible, beautiful concert hall. It felt like this is more timeless. I actually did have sometimes, but unfortunately I'm not a composer yet, but maybe there's still a long way to go. Maybe one day I should have a better study in the composition and to write something. I think it's because I got a lot of inspirations when I'm inside of the concert hall listening to music. I got a lot of ideas.